I've been having a lot of dreams lately, and they're very real. They're very poignant, and coupled with world events, they feel somewhat prophetic, in the sense that I feel like it's time for us all to have a conversation about whether or not we are going to be the ant or the grasshopper in relation to Aesop's fable. Now, maybe you don't remember this fable, but essentially it goes like this. There's a grasshopper, and in the spring he sees the ants carrying grain to their home, and he goes, why are you wasting your time? It's so nice out, food is plentiful, all is well, it's great, right? And the ants go, well, winter's coming, and you might want to prepare. And the grasshopper goes, I'm good. And he just eats and enjoys his life, and he gets fat. Summer comes, same deal. He comes across the ants, and he goes, why are you still working so hard? Like, you worked through spring, just enjoy your summer. And they go, well, winter's coming, and we need to prepare. And in fact, you should probably come prepared too. Like, put some effort in, and you can benefit from this as well too. And the grasshopper says, I'm good. And then winter comes, and while the ants are satiated and they're warm underground and they're safe and they're fed, the grasshopper has a really tough time. He is cold, he's starving, and he goes through a season in life where he understands the importance of preparation. And I feel like we are living that fable right now. Despite the current economic times and the fact that the majority of people are living paycheck to paycheck and unable to afford basic necessities like insurance or medications, and having to choose groceries over diapers and things of that nature, people are still spending like it's fine, like it's the 80s, like the 2008 crash never happens, like the dollar isn't being devalued, like crisis isn't imminent in the Middle East, and that there isn't a high potential of civil war in our country either. And the reality is that if you tune in even a little bit to the financial system, to any of the systems really, whether it be medical or pharmaceutical or agricultural, and how things are set up, there is a point that is coming where it's going to have to change, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. It just has to change because it's not sustaining the majority, and it's not providing for the needs that most people have. And so the point of this message is to say, don't be the grasshopper. Don't get caught with your pants down, having so much in debt because you've been partying and you've been going on vacations and been trying to live a lifestyle that makes it look like you are more affluent than you are, but you're financing it through debt. And furthermore, not actually preparing in ways that are highly intelligent and necessary. And my advice, and I know this is just kind of like an off-the-cuff video and I'm driving and it's not the best quality, but my advice first and foremost is to get your spending under control. Stop spending excessively and start saving as much as possible. Now, my opinion is that the dollar is going to continue to devalue, and that it's very important to diversify. Precious metals specifically are a better gamble than Bitcoin, for instance, in my opinion. You can do whatever you want, but diversification, saving money, and then have at least 3 months worth of food stored just in case something happens. And that can be as simple as having a bunch of beans and rice on hand that you can soak and sprout and cook and mix with different spices and things of that nature. That's as simple and as basic as it gets. Maybe have some additional fats in there. Start growing some hydroponic lettuce at home so you can supplement some different vegetables. But you guys, it's time to prepare. It's time to look at what's really going on. And from a financial planning perspective, you need to understand that it's not just about planning for retirement anymore. It's not just about planning to make the greatest growth on every dollar that you put into whatever platform. It's about getting smart and cutting down unnecessary expenses so that you can save and allocate it towards other investments, whether that be precious metals or food or living off grid or solar energy or whatever it might be. But don't be the grasshopper. Please be the ant. And this is just a PSA because I feel very strongly about this right now, and I feel like things are getting more intense, and we need to pull our heads out of the sand collectively and say, okay, what are the next steps that I need to do to get stable financially, to pay off my debt, to save in the event that something happens, that the US dollar is devalued beyond a point that society can operate normally and protect yourself and your families. If you want to learn more, if you want to work with me, please reach out. Either way, please do what you need to do. Take care of yourself. God bless.